Hey, life group leaders and Alpha Table leaders, wanted to talk to you about something really important. We've been thinking about discipleship and how important discipleship is. And many of you know you're the front lines of discipleship. And so what I want to do in these videos more and more often, we want to talk a little bit about spiritual formation. And interestingly enough, I've been reading a book called The Just Church, and it's written by some people who free slaves in other countries. And they're Christians, they love the Lord, and they're talking about how God builds faith in their ministry work. And they developed a little formula that I thought was kind of interesting. Out of Psalm 50:15, when God is speaking to his people and he says, "Call on me in trouble, then I will deliver you and you will glorify me." And so when they start talking about building faith in God, they talk a little bit about this formula, and they say the very first thing you need to do is get into trouble. And they're serious. Like, get yourself in situations where God has to come through, and then cry out to him to deliver you, and watch what happens when he does, because when he does deliver you, you give him glory, and it's a wonderful thing. And so our faith builds. And they even use reference to faith being like a muscle, that the more we use it and then give it time to relax, and use it and relax, it gets stronger and stronger. So I've tried to do step one today of getting into trouble. I actually have snuck up to the steeple tower here. There's no railing here. It's high up. It's scary. I can see things down there. Had to climb up a big scary ladder to get here. And I'm building faith. You know what? I actually did this about a year ago. Many of you all might remember that video. And it was scary. But you know what? This time, not as scary. First time I climbed up here, it really, really worked my faith muscles. This time, not as bad. I believe that God is doing a great thing, and I think you as a leader have an opportunity to encourage the people in your life group to push themselves into faith-building opportunities. So I want you to think about those things that are maybe opportunities that you always thought, man, I could never do that. The reality is you probably can't. Get yourself in the situation anyway. Push yourself out there into a place where you can't do it on your own, and God has to come through for you. So, once again, formula from The Just Church is the name of the book. Get into trouble. Call out to God, let him deliver you, and then glorify him. It's going to be an exciting thing. Very last thing is we're talking about getting into trouble. Serve Our City is coming up, and I'm expecting you as a life group leader to talk to your life group and make sure everybody signs up. You can go to opendoor.tv/serve to sign up. This is one more way that you can actually build faith. For some people, picking up trash in the city is a big step of faith, and I believe that. Others, delivering a garden to somebody's home, that's a big step of faith. For some of you, you need to do something bigger. You need to go into a scary part of town and clean up a building. Or maybe you need to do follow-up with garden recipients so that you can share the gospel and really love somebody who is in need. Whatever it is that's going to put you in a position that gets you in over your head, that's what I want you to do. All right? Have a great week. Thanks for all you're doing.